James is 72 and just realized he's been lied to his entire life. Catherine is 56 and trapped in a golden cage she built herself. David is 41 and just figured out his freedom was an illusion. Emma is 28 and already broke despite a six-figure salary. 4 people, 4 different ages, 4 completely different traps. But here's what nobody tells you. These aren't 4 different people. This is one person, one life, at 4 different stages. You don't fall into one trap and stay there. You graduate, you evolve, you get smarter. And the system has a new trap waiting for you at every stage. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which trap you're in right now, and which one is coming next.
The Western economic system makes you one promise. Work hard, get educated, climb the ladder. You will be secure. You will be free. Everyone believes this. Your parents taught it, schools reinforced it, the culture celebrates it. But the promise has 4 versions, one for each stage of your life. And each version is designed to trap you just long enough to move you into the next one. This is not an accident. It's architecture.
The system will take care of you. James spent 42 years working for the same bank in Manchester. Made excellent money, £250,000 a year at his peak. He did everything they told him to do. Worked for a stable institution, contributed to his pension religiously, trusted the system completely. The promise was simple. Work for us, contribute, and we'll take care of you when you're old. For 40 years he believed this. Then, at 70, he opened a letter. The pension scheme, the one he'd been promised would pay £80,000 a year, had been restructured. Again. The number on the page? £55,000. He sat at his kitchen table and did the math. Mortgage still on the house, healthcare costs rising, inflation eating everything. £55,000 wasn't enough, not even close. This is where most people lose. James realized something at 70 that he should have realized at 30. The institution he trusted for 4 decades didn't care about him. It cared about its balance sheet. And when the balance sheet needed adjusting, his security was the first thing cut. He's now working part-time as a consultant, not because he wants to, because he has to. The trust trap works like this. You delegate your entire financial future to an institution. You work for decades. Then the institution changes the rules, and you're 72 with no plan B. This is not a mistake. It's a pattern.
You can have everything. Catherine learned from James's generation. She didn't trust one institution. She's a marketing executive in Toronto, climbed the corporate ladder, made 6 figures by her mid-30s, built a portfolio, bought a house. She escaped stage 1. Smart, right? Wrong. Stage 2 was waiting. Catherine makes $180,000 a year. Excellent money. But here's what nobody tells you about excellent money. It comes with excellent expectations. Her life is structured perfectly, precisely around this exact income. Mortgage on the house in the right neighborhood, $4,200 per month. 2 cars, $1,100 per month. Kids' private school, $2,800 per month. Investment contributions, $1,500 per month. Everything else, $4,400 per month. Total, $168,000 a year. She has $12,000 left after taxes, bonuses, emergencies. Last year, her company offered her a sabbatical. 6 months, unpaid. She wanted to take it, desperately. She couldn't. Because if her income stopped for 6 months, everything would collapse. The mortgage, the cars, the school, the portfolio contributions she's so proud of, everything. This is the moment the trap closes. Catherine spent 30 years building success, and every piece of that success requires her to keep working. She doesn't own her success owns her. If she lost her job tomorrow, she couldn't maintain this for 3 months. She couldn't take a year off. She couldn't switch to something lower paying. She couldn't start over. The status trap works differently than stage 1. You're not dependent on one institution anymore. You're dependent on your income, which is worse, because institutions can fire you, but your lifestyle, that never lets you quit. Catherine is 56, and she just realized the ladder she's been climbing for 30 years doesn't lead anywhere. It just gets higher. This is not a bug. It's a feature.
Live your life now. David watched James get trapped in a failed pension. He watched Catherine get trapped in an expensive lifestyle. David is smarter than both of them. He's an engineer in Austin with his own consulting firm, and he decided early, I'm not going to make their mistakes. I'm not going to delay living. I'm not going to trap myself in status symbols. I'm going to live now. David traveled, worked from Bali, Lisbon, Buenos Aires, took months off, had adventures, made memories. The culture backed him completely. Experiences over possessions. You can't take money to the grave. Live while you're young. For years, this felt right. David felt free. Then he turned 40. He was in a coffee shop in Austin, scrolling through photos from his last trip to Japan. Beautiful photos, amazing memories. Then he opened his bank account. David makes $150,000 a year. He's been working for 18 years. His savings? $80,000. His investments? Minimal. His property? None. His assets that generate income? Zero. He sat there and did the math. $80,000 in savings after 18 years. That's about $4,400 a year saved out of $150,000 earned. This is where it hits. All those experiences, the trips to Japan, the months in Bali, the restaurants in Lisbon, they were beautiful. They're done now. They're memories. And memories don't pay rent. They don't generate income. They don't provide security when you're 65 and can't work anymore. David realized something at 41 that destroyed him. He chose freedom. But he's not free. His business won't last forever. He's already burning out. He doesn't want to work until he's 70. But he has no choice, because he spent 18 years building memories instead of assets. The experience trap is subtle. The culture gave you a false choice. Either you're a corporate slave accumulating money and missing life, or you're an enlightened person living fully and ignoring wealth. You chose life. The culture celebrated you for it. It was a trap. Because you can have both, experiences and assets, freedom and security. But the system didn't want you to know that, because if you built assets while you were young, you'd actually be free by 50. And free people don't work. They don't consume. They don't feed the system. David is 41, and he's starting over. This is not bad luck. It's bad design. You're already lucky. Be grateful. Emma watched all 3 previous generations fail. She's not making their mistakes. She's 28, living in Los Angeles, working at a tech company. She's financially literate. She invests. She has a Roth IRA. She has a 401k. She reads personal finance books. She listens to podcasts. Emma makes $120,000 a year at 28. She's doing everything right and still losing. Here's her reality. Income after taxes, $80,000 per year, about $6,700 per month. Rent for a modest 1-bedroom in LA, $2,200. Car payment, student loans, insurance, $900. Phone, subscriptions, $250. Groceries, gas, basics, $700. Social life, gym, clothes, living, $1,050. Remaining, $1,600 per month. She invests $1,000 per month. She's disciplined. She's proud of this. Remaining after investments, $600 per month. For emergencies, for surprises, for life. Emma makes 6 figures. She invests $12,000 a year, and she's essentially broke. Last month, her car needed repairs. $1,200. She had to put it on a credit card. This is the moment she breaks. She's sitting in her apartment, looking at her investment app. Balance, $24,000. She's been investing for 2 years. Then she opens her credit card statement. Balance, $3,400. She's doing everything right, reading the books, following the advice, investing early. And the math doesn't work. This is where most people give up, because Emma just realized something devastating. The system told her she was winning. 6-figure salary, investing in her 20s, living in a great city, working at a great company. But she's not winning. She's trapped. And the trap is so sophisticated, it convinced her to feel grateful for it. The comfort trap works like this. Silicon Valley culture tells young workers, "You're so lucky. Look at your salary. Look at your benefits. Be grateful. Don't complain. Work hard to keep this." This keeps Emma from asking the dangerous questions. Why am I making 6 figures and still feel broke? Why is every dollar I earn already spent before I get it? Why is my entire financial future dependent on this one company not firing me? She feels grateful, so she doesn't ask. And that's exactly what the system wants. A grateful, productive, financially educated worker who knows all the right words: compound interest, index funds, FIRE, but never builds enough wealth to actually leave. Emma is 28. She's young. She has time. But the system already has her. This is not ignorance. It's imprisonment with education. These 4 individuals aren't actually different people. They represent 4 distinct stages of a single life. The system doesn't keep you in a single trap. It graduates you from one to the next. In your 20s, you start like Emma, conscious but in debt. In your 40s, like David, you mistake experiences for freedom and neglect building wealth. By your 50s, like Catherine, you enter a high-income golden cage, only to realize by 70, like James, that the system never intended to keep its promises. You simply move from one cage to another, and most people never even notice.
This isn't just about failures. The numbers are staggering. USA, 60% of the population cannot cover a $1,000 emergency expense. Australia, 4 out of 10 people over the age of 55 work out of necessity, not for pleasure. These people followed the rules. They studied, they worked hard, and they climbed the ladder. But the system is designed so that following the rules leads you to comfortable slavery, not freedom. There is only one rule for escape. Financial security comes from your assets, not your income. If you are James, stop relying on a single institution. Invest in scalable expertise. If you are Catherine, your status isn't worth more than your freedom. Downsize and unlock your cash flow. If you are David, accept that experiences don't pay the bills. Build income-generating assets while you still have time. If you are Emma, don't fall into the "I'm lucky" trap. Question why a 6-figure salary vanishes and start saving immediately. The golden rule. If you live on 100% of your income, it doesn't matter how much you earn. You are in prison. Living on 70% and allocating 30% to investments is the only path that will bring you true freedom within 15 to 20 years. Ask yourself, if I lost my income tomorrow, how long could I sustain my current lifestyle? If your answer isn't 6 months or a year, you aren't free. For most people, this number is close to 0. The moment the income stops, life collapses. The system makes you ask, how can I earn more? The real question is, how can I need less? A person who earns $300,000 a year and spends it all is far more dependent on the system than someone who only needs $30,000. The system can only control you as long as you need it. You either recognize this pattern and choose freedom over comfort, or you wait for the next trap to find you. So, which stage are you in right now? And what is your next trap?